Hello, my name is Winder. We have music, I will start it. There we go. I just completely forgot to start music. I'm nervous, but I'm also excited. Week 1 of the GSC begins now. I'm scared, but I'm also excited. This is going to be the first, singles match I have taken seriously in years. So I'm very nervous. I put a lot of effort into my prep. I revisited this team like 4 times just to make minor adjustments. But I think I'm happy with what I have settled with. We are against Blind Trainer and the Lisbon Corviknights this week. So this is very exciting. Now, I'm not sure how often I'm going to do this, but I actually have the prep sheet up that I actually made up. This prep sheet is kind of short, and you'll see why in a little bit, because there's not a lot. Usually my prep sheets kind of have a lot more in-depth stuff on them. This one is actually a very short prep sheet, but it does give us the team on it. So we have Tapu Lele, Alakazam, Bishop, Mega Lopunny, Suicune, Thundurus, Chansey, or is this Thundurus Fairy, Chansey, Turtonator, Sceptile, Garbodor, and Palisand. Now you can kind of see that I've kind of highlighted initially what I thought would maybe come, maybe not come. After thinking about it even more, and I actually got some help with this in Cole, so thank you to the person that did do that, you know who you are. Honestly, we kind of decided that these bottom 4 are not coming. There's no way any of these bottom 4, this is a very top-heavy draft, but the top is good. Lele Zam is a very, very powerful combination, because Zam actually gets Expanding Force in this, whereas Lele doesn't. And obviously trying to priority for a Mega Lopunny doesn't really work, and things like that. But the bottom 4, we don't expect. Sceptile has a terrible matchup against this team, against our team. Palisand does very few things. It's good against, Zone, and that's, it. But I have a Dragapult. So, no. I have a Dragapult and a Finny as, in my top 3 picks. So, no way. Garbodor's got 2 strengths. One, it's a Poison type, which does hit 3 of my Mons. But I also have, Mega Medicham. So, no. And, 2 Steals. So, no. And I have 4 Defoggers and 2 Spinners, when the only other really good thing that Garbodor can do is set up Spikes. And T-Spikes and Hazards. So there's no way Garbodor's coming. And then Turtonator I thought could maybe come if it wants to try and deal with my Zone. But that's the only thing it's good for, and it gets bodied by Dragapult and loses to Finny on the spot. So a combination of these top 7 were kind of the idea. I thought Lele comes for sure, Zam comes for sure, Chansey pretty much has to come because it's its best rocker. Bishop is most likely coming as a Dragapult answer. Mega Lopunny I can mostly expect because it's the fastest thing on his team and outspeeds my entire team even before Mega Evolving, other than Dragapult. So, and then it kind of came down to the last 2 between Thundurus Fairy and Suicune. I'm more expecting Suicune at this point as maybe a sub-calm mindset or just a defensive pivot. Just to switch in, take hits. Because Thundurus realistically doesn't do that much against my team, and especially the team that I brought, it's only really super effective against, it's a super effective against a couple mons, but, I have good switch-ins. No resist this week, I think, to it, other than Dragapult, which, of course, I'm going to bring, but yeah, there's not really a lot of great things Thundurus can really do. So, yeah. That was kind of what we were expecting. You can see a couple things on the screen here which do spoil a couple of things that we're bringing, but yeah. Other than that, the team that I built. As you saw, we're going Specs Dragapult this week. Specs Dragapult, this is enough speed to outspeed Mega Lopunny. This moveset went back and forth a couple times. Originally, Thunderbolt was on here. Over Draco. However, one calc that did come up was Specs Draco actually one-shots Mega Lopunny. Specs Shadow Ball one-shots Lele, as well as Zam. U-turn does a chunk to Zam as well, even with minus attack. Like, the U-turn's less for damage, it's more for pivoting. Like, the U-turn minus attack was still, like, 2-hit KO Zam. And Flamethrower one-shots Bishop. T-Bot was on there for Suicune. But one, I didn't want to get into locked into Suicune if Thunderous came in. And Draco kind of does enough damage where I can click it twice against Suicune and it will just kill. We are Infiltrator just in case of Subcalm Mind. Clear Body isn't really that useful, and Curse Body can be good, but like I would rather just have the Infiltrator in case of Subcalm Mind. So, we've got Mega Medicham, enough speed to outspeed Thingy. Finny? No, I keep saying Finny. Lele, I have Finny. High Jump Kick destroys like so many things. Like, this will destroy Bishop into a million dimensions. Mega Lopunny we can hit, and Chansey, which is the big one. As well as it will chunk Suicune, as you can kind of see here. Like, the investment we have, like, is a guaranteed 2-shot. No way it will live. Like, that's max HP, no defense. If it's max HP, max defense, there's no way it's living. So it's to chunk that. The Zen Headbutt is just a secondary stab, just to cover stuff. It's good against Mega Lopunny as well, if I want to call switch-ins. And Poison Jab is for Lele. I'm expecting a Scarf Lele this week, so Protector's on there just to scout for Scarf. If he stays in against Mega Medicham and tries to Moonblast me, he's Scarfed. There's no way he's not. So I want to try and scout for Scarf because that will be Dragon Bolt. Also, you might notice the calc. I have maxed the special attack here, but on here I've only calced for 216. Just in case they run any investment, I wanted to make sure, and I couldn't really find any calcs that would help with the bulk. So I just went max special attack, and same with this here. Now, these two are my only real offensive threats, which is why this is a lot shorter. There's not a lot of other defensive things that I kind of calced for, just because I wanted to go a lot more generic this week. But we do need a specially offensive Tapu Fini. This special attack investment, though I don't have it written down, I do remember. This 2-shots max HP Suicune with Moonblast after lefties. So just like 56% minimum. Ice Beam is on there for Thunderous. I think it's just on there for Thunderous, nothing else. Yeah. Taunt and Haze. Taunt is for Chansey, and Haze is for Suicune. This thing with Haze will be able to beat Suicune in a one-on-one. And Taunt is, like, I can see Chansey coming in against Finny a lot, so I just want to Taunt. Vice versa, I can see myself switching Finny into Chansey a lot. Then we got Mandibuzz. Max HP, max defense. I really value this thing against Bishop so much. Bishop is a huge problem, and this thing will really help it. Just to kind of deal with things. We've got the boots on here just because I want to be able to switch in a lot more, just in case rocks go up. I have ways of removing rocks, but yeah. Brave Bird also, like, destroys Mega Lopunny here. U-turn is a 2-hit KO on Zam. Knockoff is a 1-shot. Unless it's sashed. Which is either sash or life orb. His team is very offensive, and as a result, I've kind of taken a defensive approach. The main interesting thing, however, this Mandibuzz is you see this as a very slow Mandibuzz. Base 80 speed, and it's hitting this low, and I'm minus speed, and I am 1.1 IV down. This underspeeds a no speed investment Bishop. Which means if I want to take a hit from Bishop and U-turn out, I can. I'm bringing, like, Medicham. Which is huge, because a fast U-turn means I take an Iron Head, a knockoff, whatever. A slow U-turn means the Mandibuzz takes the knockoff, which is huge. Roost to kind of keep this thing healthy. Overcoat, I couldn't think of where Big Pecs or weak... I definitely didn't want weak armor, and I couldn't find a situation where Big Pecs would be useful. So we're just Overcoat just in case. Fortress, also max HP and mostly max defense. I don't believe this is specifically calced for anything. As far as I can remember, it might be just out with like Bishop calcs and things like that. So if it's Scarfed Lele, Gyro Ball actually one-shots. Otherwise, it's an easy 2-hit KO. We've got Stealth Rocks and Spikes, but no Spin. So one layer of spikes is actually better sometimes than one layer of stealth rocks. So I want the option, and also if I get enough hazard stacking going, then we can really make use of this, because his only real defogger that I can expect him to bring is potentially Thunderous. Otherwise, he's got no way to clear hazards. Which made me really want to bring Spin, but I couldn't fit it on the Forager set. And that leaves Florges, our Cleric, and with Defog, and we're also max HP, max defense. Do I change? The thing is, Florges has enough special defense where it can, like, safely take special hits anyway. And it also means I'm expecting Psyshock from Lele. So I want to be able to take Psyshocks. And this thing will still take Expanding Forces from Zam. We've got Wish and Synthesis. I didn't actually notice, but in Gen 8, like, people actually do use Wish plus a healing move. Just to make it so you, like, Wish Soft Foil Clefable is actually a thing. So I kind of took that inspiration and just put it on here. Defog is here to actually clear hazards if, like, I really don't want them up. If they have hazards up, I don't. Or if I think I can get more advantage out of Defog, I will. And then Moonblast is for damage. I think this thing, honestly, like, will two-shot a Bishop. It'll two-shot, like, some frail things. Especially because I have Misty Terrain as well. I'm very scared that I don't have the damage output this week, but I'm hoping that my defensive play can really come to shine here and show why I can do this. Oh, I'm scared. But let's do this. I'm gonna hit up Thingy. Let's hit up Blind. Cause yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so nervous for this. Yeah, sorry, I've just messaging him. So, we are looking for... That's right. Sorry, there's some stuff too. In the Discord that we're in, there's a ping for any live battles are happening, so people can come watch. So we actually might be getting some spectators here. To see. To watch the match as well. Let me see. Sorry for this, like, kind of downtime, but also, like, I don't know. This is the first week, so I want to make sure things are done right. up just in case. Yeah, because like I said, there's the live battles, like there's like a live battles ping, so I just don't want to mess it up. I don't want to do something wrong in my first week. Ugh. Alright. Oh my god, I hate how many things there are here. I think it's this one. Alright. Send a challenge. Hopefully things go right. Challenge sent. Because I think this is the right format. When I put my team like through the checker, it worked. So the validation thing, yeah. Whew. All right, here we go. They didn't bring Bishop? What? Holy shit. GLHF. Alright. Live. Alright, we have pinged. Alright, there is no... I'm stunned Bishop didn't come to this. So yeah, we got people joining. So what's my best lead here? I think he might lead Thunderous. I'm going to lead Dragapult. Dragapult's just a great pivot. I'm stunned Bishop didn't come. Okay, Lele comes. I obviously do not want to risk this. There is no world in which I want to or have to risk this. Because if this is Scarfed and I go for this and I lose my, like, Pult turn 1, I lose the game. I am gonna... I want to see. If he switches, then he's... Actually, I will... okay, so he's not Scarfed. He just went for it. Okay. That doesn't seem like Specs damage either. Okay, Chansey comes in. Do I want to call Rocks or do I want to call a T-Wave? I'm just going to go into Finny just in case a T-Wave. Or Toxic, actually. Good play. I forgot Chansey gets teleport. This is where Thunderous comes in. Okay, keep that in mind. Chansey has teleport. Basically use that as a free switch. A free pivot. He didn't bring Bishop, that's huge. Okay, so Lele comes back in. I really want to scout this Lele's moveset. It's Psychic over Psy Shock. And that will kill. So I'm going to double. Double back into Finny. Logis does need a turn here. Dude, that might be Specs. If he stays in here, I'm going to expect him... I'm going to say Specs. If he switches... I need to see him switch moves. If he Specs, I can really play around this a lot. Okay, this is actually going to do huge chunks. It's specially defensive. That drop's really nice, actually. I'm going to taunt. Because the thing is, realistically, his best switch here is Chansey. And if I taunt the Chansey, it's fucked. Yeah. So. I've really not got a lot of damage on board. Lele comes back in. That drop's huge. That's a huge, huge drop. Because it makes me way more comfortable to go into Mandibus here. Could also go with Fortress. I think it's Specs. No, I'm actually going to go for the Moonblast. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I stayed in. Alright. I think he Specs. Dude, I can kill this right now. If I didn't, to be fair, like, it's a drop for a drop. There's no way he just loses his Lele right here, right? There's no way he just lets his Lele drop. I think he switches. Yeah, it goes into Chansey. I'll take my 7% and I'll taunt it. It goes into Thunderous, okay. Thunderous is a scary boy, especially when my floor just is as low as it is. I think he's going to, like, Volt Switch. but I can't really do a lot about that. To be fair, he doesn't really have a lot for Fori. I don't want Finny to go down here, so I'm going to go into Fori. He goes straight for the T-ball. I will sack this off. That seems like a lot of damage. And I don't see an item, though it might be scarfed. I can't Vault Switch it either. I'm going to see if I can get up rocks. Okay, he stays in. It might be scarfed. Okay, let me have a look. Let me get up a calc. Florges. You cleric versus fun. I live. Okay. He's not choiced. I shouldn't have made that risky play. I should have just doubled. Right. Calm, Brad, calm. You're doing all this switching and you're not pressing the attack button. But now I know you're not scarfed. So, what do you expect from me? Do you expect Shadow Ball? Do you expect Draco? What are you thinking? If I get this wrong, I lose the game. 100% of the time. He has to switch you. He just goes to Chansey, right? Yeah. So I get a switch and I go straight into many, right? I have to keep up offensive momentum here. I don't know if you have Protect. So I'm going to scout for Protect. Mans just stays in. I'm fucking stunned. He just let that happen. He was going to die. I don't want to Protect because it would just lose me offensive momentum. I have to read this. I had to read a switch there. Fine, you want me to kill you? I will murder you. You're one of the two things in the way of my drag pull. Alright, you know. Listen, this just one-shots you. Like, that's what should have happened. Again, that's one of two things in a way. No. No. No way. You've got fucking... Why you have Protect? I'm gonna miss the roll here. I'm gonna miss the roll. Oh, that's so... That was a dead Suicune. That was the most dead Suicune you've ever seen in your life. And now it's still here. But Chansey's gone. Chansey's gone. He has no switch into this. He has no switch into this. Okay, fine. I get Lefty's recovery? Cool. You just waste a turn. Calm. Calm. Despite how bad it looks, my pieces are still strong enough to win me this game. And I wish I was joking. It might be 3v6. Sorry, 3v5. But my pieces are still strong enough to win me this game. He has no switch-ins to this Finny. Yeah, sub. So he is protect, sub. Cool. If he's Calm Mind, I have Haze. Okay, he's just sub-protecting. He's trying to pressure storm me. You can taunt a sub. I know you can. Yeah. Interesting. He wastes a sub like that? That's stunning. Alright, so here's the thing. I have a fodder, and I think now is my time to use it, where I try and kill this Thunderous right now. Okay, he's stacking off Suicune. Cool. He has no idea I'm Specs. Actually, he might. He might see that and go, that's Specs, and go into Lele here. In which I just sack off Medi. I think he realized that one. Now he's going to Medi. He goes into Thunderous. Let's see if I can scout some info on this Thunderous. He's U-turn over Volt Switch. That is good information. So the thing is, he thinks I'm probably... Actually, so I went for a priority move, so he might just think I'm an idiot. But my fodder's alive. Iron Tail. Listen, Iron Tail's the only thing I see to hit Finny. Maybe, is there Thunder Punch maybe? There's Thunder Punch. I'm Scout. He's U-turning. I won't let him get a free switch. I will make the most of your switch. So I think his play is he goes into Thunderous here. And then I'm going to make the hardest read of Century. He goes into Lopunny. Oh, no, he can't go into Lopunny. I think I'm going to go into Dragapult. That's the one thing that made me think I don't want to go into Dragapult. So I don't want to specs myself into Shadow Ball here. We're going to Finny. Okay, first of all, crit matters. Second of all, he stayed in. There's only one thing left that I have to kill, and Mandibuzz wins this game. And I'm going to go into Mandibuzz right now. Add Energy Ball. He's either Life Orb or Sash. If I call a Lopunny switch right now, I win the game on the spot. Because then I just hit Spec Shadow Balls and win the game. But I can go for Dracos. But if he stays in, I'm in a really bad shape. Fuck it! That's not the switch. I'm going to Finny. Have to. He called a Dragapult switch. So he's AV, I think. Looking at that moveset, he's AV. I'm going to force him to kill me. Time to drop a Draco. Even AV, there's no way. That Mr. Spearing right then actually was huge. That's huge. That's huge. He actually just lets it go down. Mandibuzz can win this game on its own. He goes to Zam. OU Specs. That's modest, I want to go timid. Versus Alakazam. Oh, you nasty glove. Just max. A little bit of defense. I am -2. A -4 won't. A -2 and a -4 won't do it. I've seen Energy Ball and nothing else. Mouse. Calm, Brad. Calm. Switch. He gleams. I just need a switch out and a switch back in. That's all I need. So Draco one-shots this, and the Draco one-shots the Lopunny. And that's it. Unless it's Sash. Despite all my misplays. Don't mess this up. No! I'm so upset. I'm so upset with myself. I'm so upset with myself, dude. I played so ass. I played so badly that game. I think I made the right plays towards the end. But dude, like, everything that happened with the Chansey was so bad. Like, it should have just died. There was no reason why he should stay in against the... There was no reason for him to stay in there. And it had offensive momentum. He had a clear switch into anything else, and he just didn't. So instead, I basically lose my Medi for nothing. I couldn't keep my own Florges alive. It was Specs Lele. It had to be. Dude, that's so upsetting. It really is. But you can't win them all. GG is to blind. Listen, I can't say much. I'm just upset with both myself and the game. Even if it was Sash, then that's fair play. Then that's, you know, that's not the game. That's not me losing the game to the game itself. That's me losing to him being good. And that's fine. I'd prefer that. But just the miss looks so bad. The thing is, if it's not Sash, it dies, and then I switch out and then switch back in, and then I missed a Lopunny, that feels even worse. So initial post clarity on what I should have done better. I tried to play too defensively. It's what I did. He was hyper offense, and he just clicked the attack button, and I realized too late that all I was doing was switching around and trying to get into a good position. But that didn't matter when he was just constantly whittling me down to a point where I didn't I never switched into an offensive piece. I was always trying to play too defensive. So there was the freeze, the power on that Suicune. That Suicune goes down, like, most of the time, and if it doesn't go down, it's probably looking like 15% health. It's not healthy at all. So I just need to calm down. I was super nervous for this battle, and I think it showed, because all my plays were far too defensive. And then I tried to make hard reads at the end, and I didn't need to make a hard... There was no reason for him to switch into Lopunny there. there was every reason for him to switch into Thunderous, and I could have U-turned out, and that would have been so much better. I had to cycle Fori. I think that play I was fine with. Not really having an answer to Thunderous and, like, letting my guys to get too low. Like, the thing is, I actually had so much physical defense because I was so prepped for Bishop. I thought Bishop was going to run over me, and he just didn't bring it. So, I basically over-prepped for Bishop, and I just didn't bring a real answer to Thunderous. So I just thought, oh, I can just bring in Dragapult and kill it, which I did in the end. But by that point, it had already killed Finny, it killed Fortress, it killed Florges, because I thought the way he was playing it, it felt scarfed. Yeah, alright. I should end this recording. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry this wasn't the best showing of me, both in terms of gameplay and in terms of, honestly, like, my attitude there. I was obviously got really upset there towards the end. But despite this is obviously a huge learning experience. So yeah, I'm just gonna go chill for a bit and just kind of hopefully put my mind back in the right place and bring it back around for week 2. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Do take it easy, and I do hope to bring my A game for next week. Not be so nervous and not be so kind of forcing myself into a playstyle, because that one, it felt like I forced myself too much there. So I'll see you guys next time. So take it easy.